Hey, what up? This your boy Rickey Smiley. Same shirt, different hat. Um, so one of my favorite uncles just left. I got two favorite uncles that I'm really, really close to. I wouldn't be where I am if it weren't for them. And we were just sitting out there having a conversation, and we were talking about being raised in the generation that we were raised in. And I have to say, my uncle name is Anthony Bruce Smiley. He's on Facebook. He is awesome. He's 6 years older than me, and I wouldn't be where I am if it wasn't for my uncle. And I call him Uncle Bruce. Everybody calls him Uncle Bruce. And I have a uncle, a maternal uncle, an uncle that's on my mother's side, my mother's older brother. My Uncle Herbert kind of played that role in my life as well. And they both so important to my development. But here's the part where I'm really excited and thankful to my grandparents and my mom for raising me the way that they did and raising me to, especially my granddaddy talked about this a lot. I'm glad that I came up in the generation that I came up because I think sometimes as parents, we make the mistake of trying to give kids everything that we did not have and just making sure that everybody is educated and stuff like that. And my uncles didn't have anything to give me but their time. My uncle was only 6 years older than me. He bought me a couple of sweaters from the mall when he was a college student. He worked at the Coca-Cola company in the summer. And then I had an Uncle Herbert that took me fishing all the time, would pick me up from middle school and say, hey, we going fishing today. We would go to East Lake Park where I caught my first fish. I remember the exact spot where I caught my first fish, and I was so excited or whatever. People could hear me making noise and going crazy all on the other side of the lake. But one thing I never done was forgot them. If I go 3 days without talking to either one of my uncles or whatever, my spirit ain't right. I can't sleep at night. I'll go to bed with butterflies in my stomach. And my Uncle Bruce took me to my first step show at the University of Alabama and took me to football practice when Alabama would have a bye week. So I was always on the practice field watching the Alabama Crimson Tide practice and just being around college students and Greek shows. And his girlfriend would take me to the arcade and play video games and all that stuff. My Uncle Herbert would take me fishing, took me to the air show. That's how I got interested in airplanes. Now I know how to fly a plane. Take me to the lake to go fishing. Now I have a boat because of him. He always kept freezing cold Mountain Dews in the refrigerator. Now I'm addicted to Mountain Dews because of my Uncle Herbert, and they just had such a big influence on me. Like, I am them. I am Herbert Armour. I am Anthony Smiley. It's a different generation now. You can sit up here, you work your ass off, send your kids to college, buy them clothes, teach them values, take them to church, make them work hard, and give them some of the same. I don't know, it's just a different time. These kids are just different, and nobody we don't do things for our kids just where they can call and check on you, just where they can come by and pick up a rake or do something for you or whatever, it's, I don't know, it's just a weird ass generation. They just forget about your ass. They don't, all these kids out here don't have a dad, and the kids that do have a dad, or a good mother, kids just be in their own little world. Nobody called and say, hey, how you doing? I was just calling to check on you. I was just calling to let you know I was thinking about you. And it's fucking crazy because I got some nephews and some nieces that I'm not biologically connected to. And that call and check up and say, hey, I want to check on you. I want to see how you're doing. Let you know I was thinking about you. Let you know that I love you and I appreciate you. And you know what I'm saying? And it's crazy that you have a better relationship with people that nieces and nephews that was not raised in your house. And you just feel appreciated by people that you never thought that you would even that I didn't know that you thought that about me. I didn't know that you thought that I was great just from that one or two conversations that we had. Now you call every week and checking on me. Hey, you straight over there? Hey, you need Lysol? You need wipes? You need anything? You need gloves? Just want to let you know I was thinking about you. You need help with Grayson? What is it that what you need? What can I do for you? It is just freaking crazy. You know, I didn't buy them no car. I didn't put them through college, but those are the ones that call and say, hey, I love you and I'm thinking about you. I really appreciate you. And if anybody been there for you and have made a difference in your life and they're the part of the reason why you're where you are and you don't acknowledge them and you disregard them, it's disrespectful and it's wrong. It's just outright wrong. It's nasty. It's dirty. It's filthy. It's selfish, ungrateful, or whatever. And everything I do it from my heart. I don't do it looking for shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I have everything I need, and anything that I don't have, I need God supply all of my needs. But you would just think, you know, just the human side, just the common sense and common courtesy of people that say, hey, man, I really think God. See, I know what a nephew and uncle relationship is like because I am an uncle and I'm a nephew. I'm an uncle and a nephew. So I know how to be a good nephew, right? I know what nephewing, that's a new word I'm creating, nephewing. I know what nephewing is like. Hey, Uncle Bruce, how you doing? I hope you're having a good day. God bless you. I was just checking on you. You had your medicine today? All right, I was just checking on you. Call him up on FaceTime. Hey, ugly, look at you, man. You need to shave, blah, blah, blah. Just talk shit or whatever. Or go to your Uncle Herbert's house and he's sick and just talk to him on the cell phone, but he's standing in the window. I'm on his porch and he's in his living room and I'm talking to him through the window. Hey, do you need me to do anything, you know, in your yard? You want me to... Every spring I go down there and put down fertilizer in his yard, Scott's weed, and do it myself. Take my fertilizer thing and put the Scott's weed and feed in there, go to Home Depot, and I just do his whole yard, throw it on the back of my truck, and go back home. When I can actually pay somebody to do it. But I do it because I want to be out there in his yard because it's personal. And to have kids, and I think a lot of y'all go through that, and you work your ass off for your kids. Nobody see you getting on a plane. Nobody see you getting up doing radio in the morning and jumping on the plane that Friday. We're having 20-hour days, 20-hour days where you do a show on a Friday, run and pack a bag, jump on a plane, fly out of town and do 2 shows at a comedy club that night. That's a 20-hour day because your day started at 3 o'clock in the morning. Now it's 3 o'clock again in the evening and you don't get out of that comedy club until 1 o'clock, 1:30 in the morning, right? Just to put their ass through college. Only for them to, when they get mad enough at you, to cuss you out or tell you you ain't shit or make you feel like you ain't shit, or some not to even call you to see how you doing or check on you, especially during this quarantine time. Hey man, I'm just checking on you, see how you doing. You understand? But I'm good though. I'm not mad, but it's just amazing to me. I didn't buy Roberta a car. I didn't buy Brandon Connor a car. I didn't buy Melissa a car. I just gave them some good advice and was nice to them. When they came to Florida, they bought their own plane ticket. I got a nephew over there who I helped through college. You know, even if he'll call and ask for a recipe, but we at least that get us on the phone and just get us in a communication. Just kids that you didn't bless like the ones you really, really blessed, that really, really freaking appreciate you. It's the strangest thing. The strangest thing, and some of them are not even biological. I got some nieces that just absolutely love the ground that I walk on, and I ain't really did nothing for them but just be nice to them and just be a good uncle to them. I ain't bought no cars and put nobody up in no house and no apartment or nothing, but just to have folks that you just go out of your way for to just totally, totally disregard you and treat you as if you didn't. I've saved family members' lives and they don't speak to me. and treat me as if I've done something to them, and it's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? And it's okay, because just like my grandmama said, now I feel the way I feel, but I'm not in my feelings. It angers me when you think about it, but even with some of the shit that I did, I had to do it because it was the right thing to do. I didn't do it looking for anything in return, especially when it come to other family members and cousins and shit like that. I did it because it needed to be done. Nobody else could do it, and it had to be done. Some people just don't have it. Some people just are uncouth, and they just got that excuse my language, they just got that nigga in them. And when I say that nigga in them, that entitled ass person that will use you for what you got, and you give them everything you got and go out of your way to help them, and then when they get through with you, they don't fuck with you no more. Like, for real. And that's fine, because guess what? The good news about all that is, if they don't fuck with you no more, that's one nigga you ain't got to be bothered with them. They ain't gonna text you in the middle of the night and they need you to cash out them something, or they need a favor, or need to use the car, or need to use your truck, or whatever it is, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Everybody ain't the same. Everybody ain't raised the same. Be encouraged. Don't stop helping people because, you've been dismissed and disregarded and talked about. I could throw a lot of shade right now, but I'm gonna save it for the book. But they might as well start speaking to me now, because I swear when this next book come out, it's just gonna be real. I'm not gonna name names, but I'm gonna talk about my personal experience just dealing with some folks, because I'm sure if I go through it, I'm sure a lot of other people go through it too, or whatever. And we're just gonna talk about it and talk through it and let you know that it's okay to feel what you feel. You know what I'm saying? If you feel some kind of way about being overlooked and and disregarded or whatever, I don't need shit. You know what I'm saying? But it'd be weird when people just don't fuck with you at all, and you done nothing but help them and nothing to them. That if you're a human being and you have any kind of feelings or whatever, it's gonna have an effect on you, and it just is what it is. But keep being good, keep being great, because that's why God bless you. That's why you special. That's why you who you are. See, because if they were like you, then that's what make you special, because you think enough to call your uncle or your dad or your mom or whoever to see how they doing, or check on them and say, hey, I really appreciate it. It takes a humble spirit and a humble soul. And you got to be a certain kind of person to never forget that when you didn't have shit, somebody stepped up to the plate and look out for you. And if you never forget that person, it makes you a special. You don't even have to talk about it. You don't even have to thank them every time for what they did. Just want you to know I'm thinking about you. And I absolutely love you. I'll be like, hey, don't bring it up. You don't have to keep bringing it up. No, I'm not bringing up nothing. Just want you to know that I just love you, and you mean a lot to me. They go a long way with people, man. And I'm just glad I was raised by old folks, man, because that's what old folks taught me, man. That's what old folks taught me. It's just going to be some people out there that should be labeled, what's the matter with you? Just like I say to Grace, what's the matter with you? And it just is what it is, man. God bless you. Keep being good to people. Keep being great. Don't do nothing expecting anything in return, right? Do things for people that can't pay you. But I done helped a lot of people, did shit for people. And especially with that mask, with that COVID mask, that surgical mask over my face, they don't even know that was Rickey Smiley buying the food or giving them money. That put me in the best position, because I'm able to bless somebody and just leave without any attachment. You know what I'm saying? And just drive off and get in the car and take my mask off, and I feel good about what I just did or whatever. God, that's why God blessed me. You know what I'm saying? So keep being great, keep being wonderful, keep being thoughtful, and stay humble or whatever. And you can raise 10 kids. 10 kids, right? You can raise 10 kids, put them all through college, do everything you can do, and put it all on the line for 10 of them. One of them, the average, one of them. And the one that you really didn't, and out of that 10, it'd be one that you helped the least. That'd be the very one that'll come back and see about you. Make sure you straight. Make sure you good. Make sure you make sure that he remind you of what a good, wonderful, awesome person you are. I know I'm good. I know I'm a good person. And I know whatever I did for anybody, it was done with good intention to get them where they need to be so they could be successful. All right? So keep that in mind. I guess the moral of the story is just keep being great. Keep doing good, but just know and understand that everybody ain't going to appreciate you. Have a good day. Enjoy this quarantine. Just some thoughts that I had. Peace. Make sure y'all listen to the Rickey Smiley Morning Show every morning because it's funny as hell and informative.